And thanks for tuning in to Boots on the Ground. Appreciate everyone sending information in so I can share it. This is vital information. This is actual information that people are seeing what's going on in their lives. So it's so much more important than just the news in general, because this is information that you can act on. You need to, check your vinegar because vinegar is shorted. You need to, make sure your flour's topped up because there's flour shortages. Right now we're dealing with the diesel shortage. Is it a shortage? I don't know. I'm getting reports of it. How bad is it? Is it a shortage because everyone's going out and buying diesel at the store? I don't know, but only time will tell. So if you have anything you could add to Boots on the Ground, please send it to Southern Prepper 1, the number 1, Southern Prepper 1 at yahoo.com. It'd be greatly appreciated. Many times people send me things in, and I definitely thank them for it. A lot of times I don't have time to go into depth about what they just reported, and I apologize for that. It's just so much information coming through, but I truly appreciate what you send in. Let's get right into it. Boots on the Ground. Yesterday, we got an urgent email from our supplier in our state. This is only one of our suppliers, but they are a big supplier. They told us that they were out of gas and diesel and would update us as soon as they have some. They still have not gotten an update to them this morning. This is the first time this has happened in 11 years. Our farmers are panicking, trying to get as much as they can. Another one of our suppliers told us they could not deliver us any fuel until Wednesday of next week. They said they were having a driver's issue. Not sure if that's true or they're trying to keep the panic down. So I don't know what's going on. Only time will tell. My husband and I are retired and live in the outskirts of a big town in North Carolina. We moved here about 38 years ago and have several acres. Our property consists of a home place and 2 additional homes that loved ones live in. We're not really farmers, but we do have about 50 chickens, 10 goats, 3 dogs. So I guess we're city farmers. I've noticed many concerning things recently and like to share them with you. Our once rural home now has an Amazon distribution center for a neighbor. Until the last month or so, their parking lot was always filled and trucks often lined the main road waiting to enter the facility. This is no longer the case. The parking lot is often just a bit over half filled, and it's been a while since any trucks were waiting in line. I can't be certain, but I feel there may be running a skeleton crew at night and on weekends. The parking lot has very few cars. Our local McDonald's has been out of large-sized cups for soft drinks and seems short-staffed as well. One of our locally owned Japanese restaurants nearby has closed on Saturday and Sunday due to staff shortages. Today we noticed several gas stations in the Charlotte area that are out of diesel fuel. There are many empty shelves at our local Walmart and Aldi. Sometimes they've been out of stock for a while. They go in on some prices, and all the prices are increasing like we know. Also, they have a therapeutic hot tub for my husband. The circuit board messed up over 3 months ago. Luckily, it's under warranty. Unfortunately, the parts needed are on back order. We call weekly, only to be told they're waiting on the part. This is from someone else. Something unusual today. The local food bank gives out food on the first Tuesday of the month. Usually they start at 4 p.m. so you can get in line with a few cars ahead of you. Today at 10 minutes to 4, there were cars back for over 2 blocks. You get about half the amount they used to give you. Must be because of the diesel shortage, and I don't know about that, but I think it's because there's just so many people. Must be because of the diesel shortage that they have got everyone panicked, and that's probably why they have a long line. I got stuff last week at the local church food store. I got a bag full of flour, and there was flour beetles in it. Things are not good here in southeast Iowa. The rivers are dry. The soybean harvest is dismal. This is as bad as it's ever been. This person sent me in Rochester Costco gas station. No diesel. They're going to be selling no diesel after November 2nd. I don't know if they just because they don't sell a lot, or if it's not available, or it's just getting so high of price that they don't want to deal with it. I don't know, but I saw the sign that someone actually sent me a picture of. We got a box of saltines today, and they had significantly shortened the amount they put in the box, probably enough to account for almost half of a tube or a stack of crackers. Northeast Texas, I picked up hay today. What was previously $8 per bale is now $14 a bale. After the recent drought, we are grateful to even get this at a higher price. We bought enough to carry us through the winter. I went shopping at Kroger's on the west side of Nashville today. I noticed that the butcher's meat display case was totally empty. One of the large two-sided meat cases was also completely empty. There was two smaller cases on each end that were empty. Another small case had one package of chicken quarters in it, and that was it. There was two small meat cases with two different brands of frozen turkey. Each case only had 2 turkeys in them. The rest of the meat cases did have beef items, but they were sparse. I've never seen anything close to this where I shop. Milk is also getting very low in supply. I have been noticing this at Kroger's, Publix, and Walmart for the past few weeks. Inventory is definitely shrinking here. This is from Pennsylvania. I was in Walmart yesterday and was surprised to see 30 eggs for $17. The original price on the product started at $9. Eggnog was almost $7 for a half a gallon. As your viewers mentioned in other reports, store brand items are disappearing, being replaced with much more expensive name brands. This person said, I heard there was a hamburger shortage in Walmart. Well, there is no ground hamburger at my Walmart, totally empty. Usually they have tons. Even the pre-made great burger patties are not there. They also said they did have a lot of green bell peppers that looked good. Bananas was low. As you see, there's a lot of shortages, and maybe it's just going to be there for a day or 2 or 3, but it just shows you that there's definitely problems in the logistical supply chain. I live in Delaware, and things here have been okay here. Some rising prices, but shelves mostly stocked. Gasoline goes up and down and is currently at $3.59, but diesel is at $5.69. They're saying the butter is gone sky high, and that's everywhere. This person says, I work in the public safety and healthcare and have seen things change rapidly here. They're cutting anything where administration can. They're ordering minimum supplies, cutting staff, and consolidating positions. My supervisor that has worked here for over 30 years, his position was eliminated without any hesitation, and his severance package is almost nothing. This person said, my husband and I have 3 young children. I currently have taken some leave from work, and so we're on one income right now. Our washing machine broke, just out of warranty and only 3 years old. And I tried to do it myself, try to fix it, but nothing working. We decided to call a technician out to come and fix it, but every technician that came out, total of 3, said they would have made the same changes I did, and there was nothing they could do. Even after I explained on the phone what I've done while making the service call, they still sent someone out saying they could fix it, and then proceeded to charge me between $80 to $115 each visit for their time. I think that's outrageous considering they're in the same city as us, but we are getting desperate. There are no local laundromats here, unfortunately. So after my sister-in-law found out about our situation, just in general conversation about life, her and her husband sent us a brand new washing machine and a matching dryer. We did not ask for this. We were working on finding a used one online, but out of their kindness of their heart, they sent us one and surprised us. This meant the world to me because I do a lot of laundry and my husband works outside and on machinery, and there's no option to wear those things twice to save on washing. I know there's a lot of bad out there right now and a lot of people struggling financially like we are seeing because of rising cost of living. But those who are more fortunate out there are doing good deeds more often than we hear about. That was awesome, good news. People showing love to one another. This is great people and best quality coal. Both sizes, big blocks, little blocks, and it's $200 approximately. And this is called Blue Diamond Coal, and it is in Bristol, Tennessee. It's called, I think it's H-A-L-L, Hall's Coal Yard, Bristol, Tennessee. So if you're looking for coal, they have it there, and a very affordable price, $200 a ton. So you can look them up, Bristol, Tennessee. This person sent me some pictures of Kroger shopping carts. They added some new anti-theft tags on it, and they put a locking wheel on it. So it sounds like if you take the cart too far away from the sensor, it will lock that wheel down. So what they're trying to do is not have all their carts stolen and ripped off. So that's a good idea. This person said, I'm an electrician for a local solar company here, and almost half the parts we use are back ordered at least 6 months. from meter sockets and disconnects to even smallest threaded specialty bolts. Panels keep flowing from China, so at least we'll have them going until they cut us off. Just logistical problems. Good morning, SP. Just have a question regarding inmates at a local county prison. I was hoping you would have input for me. My father is in custody, awaiting trial at a jail here, and it's up north, I'll say. I had thought of what would happen if the grid goes down or the food shortage hit the jail and they can't feed the inmates. Do you believe they would have to release the inmates, at least the non-violent ones, if they can't reasonably care for their well-being? I've been dwelling on this for a few days and have come to the conclusion that what would they would do. And I honestly don't know what they're going to do. Probably a lot of the non-violence will be released. I have no idea what they're going to do. But yes, if the situation gets so dire that the grid goes down or they don't have food, it's a sad situation. Just heard from my brother in New Jersey. They work for an oil delivery company. He said his boss just went with the tanker truck to the port to pick up a load of diesel. They did not have any. Looks like this really is going to happen. Get what you need now. I live in Tennessee, and yesterday I had to travel on I-40 for approximately 90 miles. During my drive, a tractor trailer had a blowout right in front of me, and tire debris scared me, but nothing happened. 20 minutes later, I saw more tire debris on the road with another tractor trailer pulled over with a flat. It wasn't more than 5 minutes later, a third trailer had a blowout that caused congested traffic to come to an abrupt stop as he made his way to the shoulder. I didn't see any passenger cars pulled over, so I don't think there was caused by something on the road. Perhaps companies are not maintaining their trucks due to the cost or availability. Thankfully, no one was injured, but this could have been very dangerous. I hope everything stays safe. Yes, I don't know, but 3 in a row. I know it's getting expensive to put tires on. I know the independent guys are getting squeezed to death. Their brokers are not paying them a fair price. And the little guy is not making what they used to make. So I don't know. This is Sam's Club in Houston lost power like 8 days ago, and they were forced to throw all of their refrigerated, freezer, and their dairy products were thrown away. This is sort of sad. I wish they would have an instant plan where they could say, hey, we got 7 food pantries within 30 miles of us. Instantly call them and say, come, get whatever you can to salvage. I hope they would do that. I know Sam's Club and Walmart donate a lot of stuff. They support my local pantry in my community. So that's just sad when things like this happens. This person says, I have on a reliable authority that 2 huge 6 million gallon each diesel fuel storage tanks in Greensboro, North Carolina are empty. And the railroad, Northern Southern, is having to haul fuel in from other regional tanks farms to keep trains moving in the Northeast corridor. This source works in this industry. So I can't verify this information, but I'm just passing this information along to you in good faith. It just adds up that we are going to go into a fuel problem with diesel. Hopefully, some of the problem could be related to one of the people in the industry said that at this time of year they switch over from a lot of diesel and they start making more home heating oil. So maybe this is caused by that switch over to home heating oil. Maybe it's caused by sending so much diesel or home heating oil overseas. I don't know, but we'll just continue watching what happens. This is Daytona, Ohio. They're closing 2 plants. I think it's called Norcol, N-O-R-C-O-L. They're makers of RV refrigerant, and there's going to be a loss of 358 jobs. I work for a trucking company. Our in-house California garages are certified emission centers. We were just informed we must spend $5,000 per garage to upfit them with biometric scanners. These are the emission testers in California. You now must scan your palm rather than enter a passcode before performing a state emissions test to avoid fraud. Their words, unbelievable. So yeah, just more government regulations. It's going to cost small businesses lots of money. This person bought some apple juice, great value brand, and definitely was concentrate from China. So yeah, check your apple juice. Apple juice seems to be one thing that if you're not looking, you can definitely get concentrate from China. I was in BJ's yesterday. I'm in Connecticut. I was just doing my normal stock-up shopping. I got to the register, and after spending more than $150, the cashier gave me a 3x5 card to go on, so I could go on the app to clip a coupon for a free turkey. Basically, you have to spend $150 between November 1st and the 11th to qualify. Then they give you a card, and on the November 12th, go into the app or your account online and clip your coupon for a free turkey, up to $25. You can get your turkey starting November 12th, and the cashier said there was limited quantities, so get it early. So if you normally shop at BJ's, check into that. Try to get something free. A free turkey would be great this time of year. I'm in Middle Tennessee, and today I went to Costco. The produce section was half of what it used to be. There were space heaters, throw pillows, and camping supplies in half of the area that was previously fruits and vegetables. That alone should scare you. Add that to the diesel problem. We're not looking good in it. I just want you to prepare. I went to my local Taco Bell in Portland, Maine to order some food, and at about 1 p.m. in the afternoon when I pulled up, they asked me if I had a pickup order. I said no, and they told me they would not be able to take my order. So it sounds like you got to order through the app. This is Jacksonville, Florida. Over the weekend, one of our propane tanks ran out, so we decided to swap it out immediately just in case. I had just seen on Friday at Walgreens it was $18, and usually Publix is about the same. Shell is about $20. So Sunday evening, we went to Publix first since it's usually cheapest and saw they had gone up to $22. So we went to Walgreens across the street and they were $24. So we tried Shell next door and it was now $27. We then went back to Publix after we realized $22 was now the cheapest. This person bought a new love seat in October. And it was supposed to be here, and they just called and they said no, not here. It's going to be 3 or 4 more weeks, just more logistical problems. I was notified today that I'm being laid off from my company. Didn't see that coming after talking with my leadership just a couple of weeks ago. They reassured recently that my contract was good through 2023. Sad to say, not the case. I've been working in this line of business for over 18 years, and I've gone through many contracts over the years. Well, it's time for a change. At 59 years of age and trying to compete with the younger generation, it's going to be a challenge. Jobs are few and far between in this small town without traveling 1.5 hours for work. So hopefully this person, these are in the southeast Arizona area, hopefully they can get another job. This person said, my buddy in France said gas is $10 a gallon there and they have to wait 2 hours for it. In the past 2 months, and I've seen 7 restaurants close between the town I live in and the town I work in. So restaurants closing a lot. This is going to be a marathon, so get ready for the long haul. Even if you can't spare the money to prep, you can at least prepare mentally. Maybe even pick up a good book or pick up the book. And I think he's referring to the Bible. I was at a restaurant today. The owner came out and we talked, and he showed me an invoice. A case of lettuce, $89. $89. Oh, so many more to get to. There are definitely stresses in the environment, as in sense of logistical problems, the diesel problems, supply problems. We have the election coming up. The only thing you can do is control your attitude and control what you can control. So if you need to do a little bit of stocking up, stock up. I've talked to many people and they say, you know what? Just stocking up $10, $20, $30 this week makes me feel better. So keep that up. Do what you can do. If you have been truly blessed, see what you can do to help people, or see if you can put back a little bit of food for when there is a need. But I will assure you right now, there is a need. I'm overloaded with requests from people if I can help them financially. I appreciate them sending me this. I cannot financially help everyone that sends me a request. I apologize, I cannot do it. I try to use my charity locally through a church I support financially and through the food bank that I'm really going to get involved in because there is a huge need. So see if there's any local resources for you, but the need is great. If you're doing fine, thank God every day. Thanks for watching.